Hello! In this video today, I want to be talking with you about some transitioning hairstyles. And I know a lot of people, they transition by just keeping their hair braided, box braids, micros, kinky twists, things like that. But if you don't want to go that route, then you can style your hair, your regular hair. Now, I know that working with two textures can be something else because you're going to have that thin, relaxed hair, and then you're going to have that kinky root, and it can be fairly difficult to deal with the two textures because, of course, one is not going to act like the other. So, when it came to my own personal journey, along with my daughter, I have a 10-year-old who I actually transitioned her back to her natural hair, and I also have a 5-year-old who has never had a relaxer. So during my transitional period, I wanted to just kind of get a feel for rocking hair that's a little bigger. Of course, relaxed hair is just like sleek as laid, right? So what I would do is do some styles that would help me to where I can have a kind of a puffier look and a textured look going on. So I want to discuss those styles with you today. And the first one that I want to talk about is the braid out. Now, the braid out can be done by braiding your hair in cornrows and then placing a perm roller on the end. And what's the reasoning for the perm roller? Is so that you can have a curl on the end of that braid out. Because your relaxed hair is not going to be able to twirl up in its own little curl like it will when it's in its natural state. So you can kind of manipulate that and make it look like it is by putting a perm roller on the end. So you can corn roll it, or you can do individual braids. And then, like, say I have this lock here, you just braid, and then you put your perm roller on the end. Here I am in this picture rocking the perm rods on the end of my twist. In this picture, I'm rocking a braid out in my transitional phase. Another one is the Bantu knots. I really like the Bantu knots. You can do them however big you want or however small. I usually do my Bantu knots medium. I've done it on my hair and also done it on my 10-year-old's hair. And it just kind of just makes it look like, you know, your whole head is curly. It's altering that straight look. So it's disguising it because you don't have that big of a difference in between your natural texture and the ends of your hair because it's all looking curly. In this picture, I'm rocking the Bantu knot outs, and this is something that you can do to make your ends curly. Basically with your Bantu knots, back to the dread, you're going to have your section, and there's many videos on YouTube already about how to do Bantu knots. And you just have your section and you'll twist it and then kind of round it around each other. But yeah, there's videos on YouTube on how to do the Bantu knots, and I hope to get a tutorial up on that too as well. Another transitioning style that I incorporated is buns. Simply just tucking in those relaxed ends. And with my 10-year-old, what I would do for her is just kind of pushing her up to the top of the head, and I would 2-strand twist the ends of the relaxer and then kind of tuck it and pin it. I really love to do that for my children. My 5-year-old, she wears her hair pinned up in little buns all the time. I just like to keep the ends tucked away to protect the hair. But you can incorporate buns. Another style that I used to wear my transitioning is just any type of like your goddess braid, 2-strand, like the big 2-strand twist that you like a halo type thing, anything to just tuck the ends away, and all you can really see is the root of the hair. So, and of course you can also incorporate your Marley twist, kinky twist, things like that. Now they have it to where, you know, when I first started my journey, I didn't know anything about the actual Marley hair. So and I started my journey in 2012. I was transitioning in 2012. So I didn't know anything about the Marley hair, but now you can do a Marley bun. So instead of just tucking your relaxed ends away, then you can just slick your hair up, 2 part, 3 parts, whatever you want to do, and you can get that Marley hair because it's textured hair, and you can put it in a big 2-strand twist, place it up there, and go from there. But one thing I want to tell you, I want you to be careful when it comes to getting extensions, box braids, micro braids, small kinky twists. I was literally addicted to micro braids. I would go to the Africans to get them done because, of course, they 2, 3, 4 people on your head at one time, and they're beautiful. But what ended up happening is, although I thought that I was protecting my hair, the tension was not helping at all. So around the edges, they just kind of started popping off, and they were very itchy. My scalp was very itchy around my edges, and you'll catch me just digging in there, scratching. Well, the whole time I'm doing this, after a while, my micros will just kind of pop off. And I know I'm not the only one who's had micros to pop off, and your hair is attached to it. That is not good. So I really do not recommend wearing any type of micro twist braids or whatever during your transitional period, or really at all when you are natural. I don't recommend those tiny braids like that. And when you do get the bigger braids, just be careful when it comes to the tension. Some people are really good at catching every piece of hair that there is. You have some braiders out there who are very mindful of what tension can do to the hair, and then you have those who just braid and they don't really think about what it can do to the hair. They're just really focused on what it needs to look like. And I always recommend that you choose a stylist when it comes to your natural hair that is going to keep in mind that, hey, I need for their hair to be healthy after this. When it comes to the products they're applying, when it comes to the tension that they're applying, pick you a stylist who's going to say, I care for her hair or his hair, so therefore I want to make sure that I do what I need to do as her or his stylist to where their hair will be good afterwards. Protective styling is a great thing, and so you just want to make sure that in the midst of you trying to transition, you're not hurting the hair, and when you reach your natural state completely fully, when you chop off those relaxed ends, that you're not hurting your hair. It is a process, and you don't ever want to go backwards in it because you've chosen to wear things that are going to pop your hair off. So another style that you can do is a roller set. With the roller set, you basically will set the hair either with the Lotta Body, with a combo of water, or some sort of wrap lotion, or whatever you desire to use, and you just place rollers all over the head. So that's good because it's going to give you a really curly look, and you can rock that by pinning up a side. You can push it all up into a high puff. You can do a fro hawk type look like I got going on now. Just put your bobby pin on both sides. You can put it up in an updo. There's many different things that you can do with the roller set. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please put that down in the comment area. Thanks. What styles have you been wearing in your transitioning stage? Comment that below.